From the News Channel 5 Network, this is SportsLine.
Good evening, Nashville. Welcome to SportsLine. Yours truly, John Burton, with you for the next hour. Take you all the way up until 9 o'clock. Your phone calls, as always, welcome. 615-737-7767. Plenty to get to tonight. Obviously, football season is getting closer and closer. The Titans opening up training camp this past weekend. First practices over at St. Thomas Sports Park. An off day for the Two-Tone Blue today. They'll be back at it tomorrow morning, 8:55 to 11 o'clock at St. Thomas Sports Park. That practice is open to the public, so if you have a morning free, you can go down and check out practice. I will be there in the morning as well, checking out Titans practice. I've only been to one practice so far. Just that's how scheduling has kind of worked. As far as myself goes, one thing I noticed about Marcus Mariota, I can tell you this, he looks bigger and faster than he did last year. Ran a couple of those read option plays that they like to have him do, where you fake the handoff to the running back, you read the end man on the line of scrimmage. If he crashes down, you keep it. If he stays with you outside, you hand it off, and he showed some wheels getting to the outside. So head coach Mike Mularkey has said that he wants to do more design runs for Marcus Mariota. Do you think that is a good idea, given the nature of injuries in the National Football League and how most quarterbacks aren't able to start all 16 games? There's obviously a huge risk of injury when you have your quarterback run on a design play. Your thoughts on that? Is that a good idea to have Marcus Mariota run the ball a little bit more? Also want to hear from those who have been to training camp so far. If you've visited training camp, you've been there for a practice, I'd love to get your thoughts on what you've seen so far. Who looks good? Who do you think is standing out? And we'll get to your calls. Anything Titans related is on the table today. Also, college football. Vanderbilt has their first fall camp practice tomorrow. Tennessee Vols have been underway for a couple of days. So any early thoughts on Vanderbilt and Tennessee, or any team in the SEC, is certainly welcome on the table for you as well. 737-7767. You can hit me up on Twitter at NC5_John Burton. And there's also my Facebook page. I would love to hear from you on my Facebook page, NC5_John Burton. Click on it, like it. Leave me some comments. Check out some of the things I posted the last few days. I'd love to get your comments on that. I'd love to interact with the viewers. So either Facebook or Twitter, NC5_John Burton. Would love to hear from you. We spoke college football, Tennessee and Vanderbilt getting underway this week. Bottom of the hour, 8:30, our buddy Adam Sparks from the Tennessean will join us. We'll talk a little Vandy football, what you Commodores fans can expect this fall as Derek Mason enters his third year. We'll get into that. Kyle Shermer, the starting quarterback for the Commodores. Is he the answer? Ralph Webb coming off a great season last year at running back. Can he duplicate that? We'll dive into the Doors schedule a little bit. A couple interesting games. Got Tennessee State on the docket. Of course, we had Rod Reed, the head coach of the Tigers, here a couple of weeks ago to talk about that. I think it's great for the city. I think it's great for college football in this area. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Vanderbilt play Tennessee State later on this fall. That will be over on West End. But for now, we go back to the Titans. As we said, off day today, back to practice tomorrow morning, 8:55 practice at St. Thomas Sports Park. It is open to the public. You are invited to go and attend tomorrow morning's practice. Here is Coach Mularkey, head coach Mike Mularkey, after Tuesday's practice. Check it out.
Pretty good response today after yesterday and at the end of week one.
I thought it was a better response. I kind of anticipated that. That's just the way they've been, and that's normal. It's normal. Day one is you're going to have some things like we had yesterday with the penalties and the mistakes. And day two, they usually clean it up. They're a little more comfortable. They've hit somebody. It's not new, so I anticipated it to be better today, and it was.
You kind of had to pick your spots where you went out and got veterans as opposed to building around the youth. How important to have a kind of been there, done that back in DeMarco in the mix based on what you want to do?
I can't see any negative towards bringing those types of players in, especially with the success that they've had, and great examples of how to do it without, they're not big talkers. Andre Johnson doesn't say a whole lot, but he speaks volumes about how to work every day he comes in here.
DeMarco, a big tone setter in that room?
Very, very. Again, I think watching him being in that room, watching our backs, even today, their level of play, their concentration, they've made less mistakes since he's been here. That helps Trey immensely. If you're not a starter on this football team, you have to have some kind of impact on special teams. We would like that. Again, is that everybody? No, we got to look at some age on some players. But if you're a young guy and you're not on the field as a starter, you better have a role somewhere with our special teams unit. And that's how John and I looked at it when we were in the draft. Is this guy got a chance to help us on special teams? And when you look at the checking the boxes, that checks off for Trey. He is one of those guys who's got a chance.
How's Marcus doing it?
A little bit of a bite back today. Kind of looked like defense had the upper hand yesterday. The offensive line looked a little better.
Yeah, it looked a little better. There wasn't as many clean, defenders in the backfield. I thought it just the competitiveness of our guys. I thought, they were challenged. I said I read about how bad the offense looked on 9 and 7. I wonder how it's going to look today as I was jogging down with the offense. And just to kind of put a little spark in there, but I don't think they needed that. I think they were ready to go.
Your two receivers in base, in Tajay and Richard, new. How's the formulation of the relationship with Marcus going?
I think pretty well. I'm pretty pleased. I think Marcus has had a pretty solid camp. I've been really pleased with him. And those guys, there's nothing I can say that is out of sync right now. I think it's been pretty good, to be honest with you, what we've done to this point.
Is it frustrating to get some momentum and now you got to take tomorrow off and back at it Thursday?
There's really nothing. It's a little, but that's the way the league has mandated the schedules go. They have to have a day off within the week, and this was the best. I kind of like the idea, to be honest with you. It breaks up the monotony of camp. It's different than most training camps. Usually you go a full week. That's the tough week. Now they get a break off of it. They come back. They'll get another break Sunday after the scrimmage. And I think, to me, that's okay for recovery. So I made this a little tougher practice knowing they had tomorrow off. We were out here a little longer, hit a little more, and they responded really well.
You were out there running with the ones for a little while. The importance of having a
Yes.
veteran receiver who you can plug in, who knows various positions, who you can count on.
Harry knows the whole offense at every position. If we went 4 wides, he would know all 4 positions. But Kendall tweaked his hamstring early in practice. Harry had to go in and play more slot, and we don't miss a beat with Harry.
Mike, regarding the running backs, where does Bishop Sankey stand with you right now? What does he need? What do you need to see from him in this game?
I saw a lot the last couple plays down on the very last period. I thought he hit the hole really well. He had good vision through it. He hit it fast. There was no delay. Better than I've seen him hit it in the past years, to be honest with you.
Has he changed anything in his regimen of training? Because it does look like he's got more burst.
Bishop's bigger than when he got here. He's put on weight, muscle weight, and he's definitely a different style runner this season, this camp that I've seen. He's hitting things. There is no hesitation like he's had.
A lot of talk in the offseason about Marcus and the deep throws, maybe trying to improve a little bit. Have you worked enough in drills to get any sense of what you're seeing on some of the deep tosses?
Probably not. Probably need to throw more. Again, we had a couple today. I had some change of pace, sudden change. If we'd have hit a deep throw, it didn't come out. Actually, there was a couple that he had to run. Protection broke down. So I'd like to get somewhere where we can get the ball off. And
Tell us back to play inside and outside, and maybe what man.
2 corners down right now with Bennett and Bryce. So numbers really to keep that up until we get healthy. But he can play inside or outside. More inside than out.
Conklin. Individual pass protection. Do you monitor who he goes against and step up as time goes on?
Yeah, I mean, he's mainly against Morgan with Derek being over there. It's really been fun because the last two days they've had one-on-one competitions. Yesterday they're competing for a belt, which is hanging now in the O-line room. Very I mean, if you walk by to go to the cafeteria, it's hard to miss, hanging right in the middle of the wall. They get it for a week. Jack was the guy that had to win yesterday, the third set, and did. And today we did it again. Jack won again and was pretty darn good. Under a lot of pressure, we had the whole team around him, watching him have to win.
Is his footwork maybe a little farther advanced than most rookies at this stage of the game?
He's played right. It's been a few years since he's played right, so I'd say yes. Yeah, for him, he's got a little bit of an advantage with that, with as much time as he's played there.
You think he's starting to settle in? How was he during OTAs? And is he starting to settle in even more?
I think so. Again, I look when guys stand out when they're not doing things the right way or making a lot of mistakes or getting beat consistently. I mean, Jack's just been steady, really steady.
The young cornerbacks, Sims and Reed, what have you seen from them at this stage?
Again, I'll say the same thing. They're not making a lot of mistakes. I think the more work we can get one-on-one with them, you know, obviously this is our second day. The more we can get, the better feel I'll have with them. But I'm pretty pleased with them. They've been very solid through the offseason and now. We have a nice depth there.
A guy like Sean Spence coming in from Pittsburgh obviously knows Dick LeBeau's system. Has you guys kind of been able to hit the ground running because of that?
He has. It's nice to have that comfort that you've got a guy that's already knows the system. He's healthy, about as healthy as he's been in a long time, and he's been very good in our nickel situations at that backer position. Yeah.
That is Mark Malarkey, the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. Of course, that was after yesterday's practice, after Tuesday's practice. Again, the Titans with a day off today. They're back practicing tomorrow morning, 8:55 a.m. over at St. Thomas Sports Park. And once again, that practice is open to the public. You are invited to come down and watch the Titans practice. And if you have already, give me your impressions. I'd love to hear from you. 737-7767, area code 615. Would love to hear from you tonight. Of course, again, you can hit me up on Twitter at NC5_John Burton. That is also my Facebook page. And again, really would love to hear from you on Facebook. Let's interact. Let's conversate a little bit. I think I just made up a word. Work with me, folks. Yeah, at NC5_John Burton for both Facebook and Twitter. Would love to hear from you folks about the Titans, about the Vols, about the Commodores, anything that's on your football mind, because football season is here. Yeah, it's still 90 degrees outside, but we are getting ready for football. We're about 40 days or so from the start of the college football season, a little bit more before the NFL season gets going in earnest. Titans' first regular or preseason game, I should say. How about this? A week from Saturday. Can you believe it? So we will have football on the horizon very, very soon as the Titans will take on the San Diego Chargers, and that game will be at Nissan Stadium a week from Saturday evening. So plenty to get to on the show. Don't forget, 8:30, Adam Sparks from the Tennessean. We will talk Tennessee football and get his thoughts on the Commodores as they get ready to start fall camp in earnest tomorrow. They had media day yesterday, and on the field tomorrow for practice, their first practice of the new season. So plenty to get to, a lot of football to talk about, but anything that's on your sporting mind is open as well. We're going to take our first break, come back, talk more about the Titans, hear from some more players as training camp 2016 is well underway. Stay with us. We'll be right back.